Hi everyone, welcome back to Butterfly Infinity, where we alchemize change and transformation into evolution. Happy Friday, guys. I thought that it would be fun to do a love reading focused on what does your crush think about you. So I'm going to start off with a nature deck, I'm going to move to a tarot deck, and then we'll end with some cards of encouragement. All right, let's get started. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, what does the collective's crush think about them at this time? Oh, okay. What does the collective's crush think about them at this time? I'll try to get 4 cards. Okay. Let's get 2 more. Okay. Right off the bat, I'm getting that they're ready to take a leap towards you. So this person who's your crush, they could definitely be coming towards you soon. Like, this is giving me like full energy. Like, they're going to take a leap of faith towards you. And they also, I believe, could be a Aries. Is Aries the Fool card? Don't quote me on that, you all. Because just don't. Okay, so we have 5 cards. I didn't even know. So this one right here, they think that you have a beautiful light. They believe, they think you shine like a diamond. Beautiful. You know, the Luna Moth, it says light. So they love the way that you make them feel. They feel that you are very lighthearted. And right off the way, right off the bat, yeah. Like, it says voice, or like cicadas. So they believe that you have a strong, powerful voice that you can express yourself very well. And then it says pineapple hospitality. So you might be extremely nice towards them. If this is a work crush, you might offer them like food or snacks sometimes when they don't have anything, like just showing them good hospitality, listening to them. And but the first thing I got, and I was giggling earlier, is because it's like a sweet talker. Like, your words are sweet like a pineapple. So like, they love talking to you because it's like your words are sweet like pineapple. And who doesn't love pineapple? And it's like a distinct, like, cicadas are extremely loud, very distinct voice of sounds, right? And the pineapple is also a fruit that's very strong. So they feel like you are very pronounced, very prominent in the way that you communicate and in the way that you show up. So that's what they like about you, along with your light too. All right, and then they believe that you are abundant and that you keep things in order, which is good, because sometimes we all need that one person in our lives that is like, hey, look, this is what you need to do first, this is what comes second, and this is third. Like, we know that we have free will and that we'll do our own thing, but it's just like, hey, it's nice to have someone that can help us keep ourselves in order, because when we keep ourselves in check and in order, that leads to abundance. So they might think that you have nice curves, you know, that pumpkin is kind of round, you know. You might they might like the way your shape, your hourglass shape, and the way that you keep things in order. So, and they like that you usher in abundance. You know, some people are good luck charms. Like, I know my ex, like, every time I was with him, he always ended up getting something for free. He always ended up getting double. He always, like, every time I was with him, like, some people are good luck charms, like myself. But anyway, so they believe that you're abundant. Wow. No wonder they have a crush on you. This is some high level energy. Okay, so I'm also going to pull from the tarot deck. What does your... Oh, that was loud. I hope it wasn't that loud in the camera, y'all. My bad. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, what does the collective's crush think about them at this time? The person who wants to chill with them, what do you think about them at this time? I'll try to get 4 cards from this deck as well, guys. Maybe I should just go ahead and take these. Let's try to get one more too. Okay. So right off the bat, guys, Gemini in the house, we're showing up. Queen of Swords. I'm going to tell you what you need to hear. Even though you might not want to hear it, I'm going to get down to the bottom line. It might be blunt, but it's true. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to express myself. I have no problem with doing this. That's the Goddess of Swords energy. So they love that you speak your truth. They are attracted to how you express yourself. No matter what needs to be said, that Goddess of Swords can always find the best way to say it. And yes, sometimes it may come off a little bit blunt, but it's always done from a place of needing to be said. It always comes from a place of I mean, I would like to say righteousness, but it just needs to be said. Like, someone has to say it type energy. And we're going to be the ones to say it, obviously. I'm repping Gemini. All right, so that's at the bottom of the deck. They love the fact that you work on yourself and that you might be a traditional person. You might like to hold on to traditions, and you value working on yourself, and you value commitment and like learning lessons. So you're always working on yourself. You're always learning lessons. And me in my life right now, like, I value commitment and marriage. So it's like they value your commitment to your ideals and your values. They value you working on yourself to become a better version, and that inspires them to become a better version. And they admire your commitment to yourself. Isn't that beautiful? Because how you commit to yourself would ultimately, you know, give them indicators of how you would commit to them as well. All right, so that's what I'm getting with those two cards. And then we have the Son of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups, and then we have the Five of Swords. So with the Son of Swords, I am getting like the Son of Swords is a immature energy, but to me, how I would read these cards would be that this Three of Cups is always coming together. It's like they are happy that you do not come off as this Son of Swords, that you always focus on togetherness, because the Son of Swords is like the Page of Swords, or like the Knight of Swords maybe. In this deck, I don't think they have Page of Swords, but I think it's just the Sun. So it might just be like the Knight of Swords. Now the Knight of Swords is like rushing in, always moving fast. But in this card, it's just like this Son of Swords is like sitting down, and just like the leg is like hurt. So it's just like they like that, you know, when it's time to sit down and take it slow, that you sit and you heal, and you are always wanting to usher in unity and celebrate connectiveness. You're not stuck in this Five of Swords energy, because the Five of Swords energy is like, okay, I want to be at the top. I don't care who I hurt. I don't care what I have to do to get there, even if it's hurting myself by going against my own conscious. I'm going to do it. That's Five of Swords energy. So they like that you do not radiate that. You lead with that Three of Cups energy, emotionally balanced, wanting to work together, wanting to celebrate accomplishments. So that's what I'm getting with that. However, they like the fact that because you are the Goddess of Swords, if you needed to pull out this Five of Swords energy, baby, then you got it. It's like, okay, because it's one thing to know that someone is like really meek and humble, but you know, when it comes time for that time, and then they can show up in that Five of Swords energy if they need to. Okay, so they like that about you as well. All right, so that's what we have with this deck. And lastly, we're going to pull some cards of encouragement. And I know, I'm just trying to get these cards neat, because, I don't know, just like them neat. I'm not OCD by any means. Okay, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, what does the collective crush think about this person? What do they admire? I'll try to get 4 cards as always. We'll see what comes out. All right, let's get some cards rolling here. How many is that? All right, I'll take them. One more. One more card. And did we get one more? Yeah, we did. All right, and at the bottom, it just says, I cherish every cell in my body. Earlier, like I was saying, this person really likes how you show up for yourself, how you work on yourself, how you cherish yourself, how you are mastering yourself. Self-care, self-love. Making sure like, oh, I really want to go out tonight, but I'm tired. So how about either I go out for just a few hours and not overdo it, or I figure out something else to do that will replenish my energy type of maturity, you know, which I definitely had to work on, because it's like sometimes you just get stuck in cycles and you aren't aware that your body is like, hey, we need to rest. But you're like, no, this is what we always do. But cherish every cell in your body, guys, because they are what keep us functioning. Okay, so the first card that we got was attacking others is an attack on myself. I choose to release this now, which came with that 5 of Swords, guys. I love how these cards will mesh together. They like that you don't lead with that 5 of Swords energy, but if you need to, then you can. However, they know that you lead with that unity card, the 3 of Cups, the emotional balance. So that's what they love about you. Second card was, I seek out happy people who inspire me to be great. Also, another clarifier. I told you earlier that your crush really loves the way that you inspire them, the way that you shine. That Luna Moth head came out earlier. It's like, so they love seeking you out because like you make them happy. Aw, that's beautiful. But it first started with making yourself happy. And then you were able to share that with them and they see you. See? Shining bright. Okay. So our third card is, I am willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. This reminds me of that 3 of Cups, where you're celebrating the unity coming together, the 3 different working parts, working teamwork. I'm willing to see the sameness with others, work with them, oneness. That's amazing. And that's like a circle, like a complete circle, because teamwork, it takes teamwork for relationships, partnerships, family. It always comes full circle, doesn't it? I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. Once again, the Page of Swords. Even though that card could have been the Knight of Swords, which, like I said, is that rushing in, kind of Russian energy. I wasn't getting that with this specific Son of Swords, but it says, I release my need to be defenseless. So that's that Page of Swords energy. They're saying that they're happy that you are not in that energy, that you radiate more of a completeness, more of a collaborative energy. So, and if there is an area that you need to work on, you know, that we'll do the best we can to work on those areas. However, your crush is like, yeah, they like the fact that you're not defenseless, and they like the fact that you bring them peace. Once again, I think I said this in a previous reading. What highest commodity other than peace? Peace is infinite value. Okay, guys, that concludes our reading for today. If you were able to receive value from this reading, please like, share, subscribe. And thank you for watching. Once again, here at Butterfly Infinity, where we transform and alchemize change and transformation into evolution. Okay, bye.